and welcome to OSW Review, the old school wrestling video podcast. Filmed in glorious grapple vision and encoded with blast processing, we chronologically critique wrestling storylines, pay-per-view by pay-per-view. A tenuous link today, sir. This is your boy, the definition of destrucity, Jay Hunter. Joined as ever with the talk and thriller of the Terrain of Testament, V1.
What's the crack?
He's fabulous, vociferous, and about to get folked, OC. It's Warrior's only film credit, 1993's Firepower, and it's coming up right now. Welcome, Noggers. Happy days are here again. Yes. That was pissed. That was definitely
that was your
100%. But Steve, I never asked you, but what's the best thing to happen on Raw in 2021?
Bianca Belair's rise was fantastic.
What do you like about her?
She's an excellent wrestler. She's got a great look. She has charisma. I don't think she's the world's greatest babyface promo, but she's got something, you know?
Uh-huh. Well, she is a runner-up, sir, because the best thing to happen on Raw in 2021 was it's our boy Bren doing an Aloha Earn.
I love it.
Aloha Earn for that.
A dedication.
There you go.
Aloha Earn,
Fantastic.
always gonna get over.
Fantastic.
Well, thank you, man. How's it going, everyone?
Not too bad. Not too bad. Excited to be meeting back up. Can't wait to talk about this bollocks, lads.
Got the rise of Bianca on you. You can't see what I'm doing. You can't give out. OC, how do you do it? Because
It's not easy to juggle a pregnant wife and a troubled child, but somehow I managed to fit in 8 hours of Super Mario Maker a day. It's 2 hours, Jay. And I only watch it, I don't play it. Oh, update on my PS5. Yes, I am playing FIFA, but not exclusively. I just wanted to make that known. Somebody commented, I laughed. Jay, you got OOC a $600 FIFA machine. I was like, oh, that's very clever. That's very clever. Yeah. So, no, it's being used well. So, thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
excellent. Oh, well done on the Christmas episode. Really happy how it turned out.
Really enjoyed that, I have to say. I liked your little visuals on the... Instead of just having a picture and the camera moving past the picture, you kind of made things all wobble and wibble. Or you got a highly skilled editor to do it.
Whip people until they did it, yeah. Yeah, 8 different video editors working simultaneously to bring it to life. 9 if you count me. Hogan animals on the screen. Ask our fans to take the Jay Hunter Warrior Destrucity Challenge. Read the first page of his comic without nodding off. Here's some of the responses.
Oh, yeah.
Leon Clements got farther than most, saying 3 paragraphs before my eyes rolled back and did a moonsault down my throat. Reese Smith, 1994, muses, it's like Tolkien, Shakespeare and Tolstoy wrapped into one, filled with roids, acid and then splashed on the mat.
Good.
And Nevs Coleman postulates the trick is to read it in the voice of Alan Partridge. Can you give it a go?
No, Steve. Steve, you're good at impressions.
Am I?
Yeah.
This is going to be so bad.
Well, give it.
I hate you so much.
Alan Partridge.
He's good. He's good.
I don't think I've heard you do Partridge.
Its energy represents the history of belief in self. How's that? I'm done.
Yeah, okay.
I hate you so much.
It was a good try. There is A plus for effort here. And with all of our hot dogging out of the way, let's get you up to speed with a Firepower retrospective.
A retrospective on this movie.
Yeah.
Okay. It's gonna be good.
In 1993, James Hellwig was offered a role in the movie. That's it. Firepower, not the Marvel supervillain in Iron Man, not the top-down shooter on a SNES, not the Judas Priest album, but we do have a lone wolf, the Ultimate Warrior. Directed by Richard Pepin, best known for LA Heat in the late 90s as a TV show, he was the executive producer and directed 8 of them. Also co-owner of PM Entertainment, who produced this film, along with other 90s classics such as Inferno, Skyscraper, Out for Blood, Cell Block Sisters, Banished Behind Bars, that's a bit porny, isn't it?
I was like, they all sound porny.
Little Bigfoot, and the sequel, Big Littlefoot. This movie was supposed to be a vehicle for protagonist Braniff here, Chad McQueen. Yes, son of the iconic Steve McQueen.
No.
Yeah. A string of straight-to-VHS action flicks, including 1990's Martial Law, where he also played an undercover cop, buddying up with cult movie ass-kicker Cynthia Rothrock.
Isn't that the name of the character from Tekken? Martial Law?
Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
He quit acting in the late 90s, early 2000s to be a spark plug race car driver.
Ooh.
However, a mid-race car accident in 2007 ended his racing career, and he does custom cars and motorcycles now. You might know him best as Dutch in The Karate Kid 1 and 2. He's the main heel Johnny's best mate at Cobra Kai.
Points or no points, you're dead meat.
His best mate in the movie, Ponytail Cop Sledge, is played by Gary Daniels. Also tons of straight-to-VHS action flicks. Of note, he was in Stone Cold's film The Expendables and Hunt to Kill. Big thumbs up from Greg.
Okay.
And the Ultimate Warrior? One of the biggest wrestling stars of all time, the jet-jacked, shouty, muscly madman of the Hulkamania era. What was Warrior doing at the time? He was in Germany. Warrior and Jake Roberts were on Gottschalk, German television in 93, circa the release of the film. And Jake had his snake licking and slithering on everything. And Warrior's there holding his sword, but he doesn't know what to do with himself. He's not swinging it, he's just, I have a sword. He's a body guy, he can't talk, they're in Germany. So unprompted, just gets nudie. Just takes off his top and
Get nudie.
gonna move some things. And he starts posing and all the and he cuts
like the golf clap.
cut to women not looking at him.
Yeah.
Why was he in Germany? Well, if you remember, Jake and Warrior feuded in 91, but that fizzled. Jake went to WCW and fucked his career. Warrior left WWF before Survivor Series 92, and Jake had already come and gone from WCW, so they're both out of regular work in 93. Both were in Germany for the CWA Catch Wrestling Cup. Oh, here's a bit of Splicey. You're watching a bit of Warrior in the 95 Cup. Yeah.
Oh, baby. Flying clothesline. Und splash.
Warrior, this is his first and last feature film, released in 1993, 1994, depending on the region, with budget unknown, box office unknown, parts unknown, with a 5.3 on IMDb.
It's quite generous.
Whoa.
And 24% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah.
That's a bit more, yeah.
Let's see how it all went down.
So I like to read a synopsis of a movie before I watch it. I know people might not do that because they want to be surprised, but I want a bit of context.
Uh-huh.
In the near future, yeah, okay, I like that. Street gangs have their own city zones where cops can't go. Yes, I'm on board now. The tough cops, it's going really downhill, are sent undercover. Oh, it's back. Okay, I like that. In one of them to investigate an illegal cure for AIDS. Okay, that's weird. Where did that come from? But that's quite interesting. But they must first fight in the deathmatch. That's like, now I'm done now.
Nowhere.
I'm done. I don't want to watch it now. And the match is fixed. It's like, oh no, I don't want to see it now. So the VHS cover. So you got a man with a gun, big muscle man, and another muscle man, less big. This is all terrible for me personally. I have a general rule.
Too much clothes.
I have a general rule. If I see a gun in a movie poster, I don't watch the movie.
Wow.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
There are exceptions, of course. There's exceptions to every rule. Die Hard, I have that. Yes, it was one. And The Matrix, obviously.
Yes.
They're all holding guns.
They're kind of holding it down. It's not like
Yeah.
they're going,
Yeah.
I'm Steve Austin.
Not like this guy, Chad, on, they all have to
Yeah.
hold it sideways like Charlie's Angels as well, you know? There are exceptions, but if I would like to hear one of our amazing, wonderful fans comment, or many of our amazing, wonderful fans comment in our web zone about movies that I might like that have a gun on the VHS or DVD or movie poster or whatever cover. Because there's always exceptions. Anyway, so that was my initial thoughts. But I also saw the runtime 93 minutes. Yes.
You're back in.
Yeah. I can do anything for 93 minutes. So anyway, here we go.
A report today from the National Institute of Health has linked the sudden resurgence of AIDS cases, thought to be nearly eradicated 5 years ago, to a counterfeit AIDS vaccine, which is virtually indistinguishable from the real thing.
I loved the start of this movie, by the way, the exposition dump, when they're in the diner and then they're watching the TV.
I also like that.
It's like, we could spend an hour setting this up, or we could tell you in 2 minutes. So anyway, here we go. Los Angeles in futuristic 2007. The film was released in 1993.
Yeah, they had that 14 years in the future.
Yeah, but they don't have flying cars. They didn't have the budget. So AIDS has been all but wiped out thanks to a vaccine, but it's back on the rise due to the circulation of a counterfeit version being produced in a lawless borough in LA called a personal freedom zone. In order to combat crime, the leaders in several states just asked all the criminals to move to these small cities where anything goes. Kill a man, that's grand. Police just won't go there. So they did, and they don't. And surprise, surprise, it hasn't worked out. So 2 cops, Darren Braniff and Nick Sledge, go undercover to find out who's responsible, stop the deadly counterfeit vaccine production, and save everyone from the shit part of town. So, have you ever wondered where The Wire got their idea for Amsterdam? It's this movie.
Hey.
Insane and illegal, but stone fucking brilliant nonetheless.
Braniff's the short brown-haired one, Chad McQueen, a jaded good cop. His partner is the ladies' man with the ponytail, Nick Sledge. Gary Daniels.
It's so 1993.
Yeah.
But it's like made in 1993, set in the near future of 2007, with the hairstyles of 1987.
Together, they're chasing some bangers, futuristic knackers, who committed some crimes and are hightailing it back to the personal freedom zone where they can't be charged. See, there's no rules. It's quite clever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The getaway car and the cops, they just start swerving. Do you see their boat just going left and right? It's like, it's Vince Russo driving. Of course, they're kind of swerving so the cops can't get ahead of them and sandwich them in. It makes you think of South Park. Do you remember that? Like when they're on the highway and Kyle is chasing Cartman and the police car behind them and they just start swerving as well. And then
Jesus, Mary!
the bangers try ram the 2-car barricade to escape and have a rather impressive flip-the-car explosion.
Yeah, that's the budget there.
Yeah.
They
Oh,
blew
yeah.
it. They show it over and over and over and over, and it was good. Man, that's nice. Wait, why didn't you just drive around the 2 cars? There's a massive space beside it. Yeah, they have the 2 cop cars, and then they try to ram it and jump over, but there's a massive empty area beside it.
Then the guy pops up and he's got his little gun and he's shooting. And the editing is so off that it cuts to a shot where his mouth shuts, but the audio is going, rah, rah, rah. This is going to be good shit, lads.
We got Mendez.
Let's run him through.
At the Bobos, poor banger Mendez is getting booked. His police profile photo is him behind bars. It's like they couldn't take a picture when they're processing. He's just, even the Mountie got a proper picture taken.
Hi.
Oh my God!
Hey, when are you gonna get a haircut? We had to go back to the old dress codes. I mean, this department's going to hell in a handbasket.
I love that the film addresses Sledge's ridiculous ponytail on a policeman, because the sergeant just says, I hate these new rules. I want you to get a haircut.
Goddamn, a hippie.
What? They're bringing in the swordsman for processing? Ah, shit. Everyone get ready.
Oh shit! Gear up!
Get a cell open.
It's the ultimate warrior. Scanning Hellwig, we see his prior convictions. Robbery, loitering, forced entry, assassination, spelled wrong. Does he get off then? I don't know. So long, it required a second page of scrolling. Yeah, includes rape as well. I was like, definitely an 80s heel.
That was a surprising choice. Because you see assault and battery, robbery, you're like, that's a manly man. And then you see rape, is like, yeah, that's not his character. I wouldn't have put that on the list.
Warrior busts out some wrestling moves to overpower the cops and escape. Any moves you like there?
So we got club the knee.
Do you like that? Rawr.
Arm wringer. Yeah, a
Pro
hold,
wrestling
a
move.
real hold. And a panto headbutt.
Yeah, you just...
Yeah. The
Rosie.
Yeah.
You can tell that you're a worker, Jay, because every time that you mimic doing a move,
Yeah. You give it the old stamp, yeah.
I love it.
I used to do that in primary school, getting into fights as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
And like, you know,
You
when
throw like
I'd
a
throw a
work
punch
punch?
and I'd stomp as well, and I couldn't understand why it wasn't hurting them.
Did you like Warrior's Mortal Kombat vest?
Oh, Steve!
Yeah.
Big bang of Mortal Kombat Ninja, but like Mortal Kombat 6 Ninja.
like a noob Cybot.
Yeah. Give me more N64 PS1 era, if you wouldn't mind. But he's overcome with the Mounties' electric cattle prod. His motley crew come to the station to bust him out. Just the cell that they're holding Warrior, it stops about 10 feet in the air.
Yeah.
Do you want to have a look there? Like, you can see the top of it. He could climb out that. Although it looks like the bars aren't bolted to the wall either. It's like a shower curtain rod. The retractables. Big shootout to spring Warrior from jail. Do you like a couple of shots ripped straight out from Terminator?
Oh yeah, there's a few. Did you like when your man goes up with the shotgun and just shoots your man's hand off with a shotgun point blank range so that he can pop it on the biometric scanner thing?
Yeah. A genius.
Genius, but the hand would be in smithereens. It's a fucking shotgun. Like.
You would literally just be like smearing stuff on the scanner, hoping that it picks up like DNA, you know?
Yeah, I believe it would be appropriate to give me 5, sir.
Give you 5. I can do better than that. I can give you 15.
Our heroes follow them to the Hellzone's main attraction, the Palace, which is a seedy underground fighting venue / nightclub. It includes strippy dancers in the alcoves in the wall. You like that?
Well, who wouldn't you?
Very 2000 to 2003.
Yeah. Yeah.
By the way, can I just interject? At this point in the movie, I'm thinking, Warrior's actually a main character. He's not just going to do a 5-minute cameo because they're talking about him, they're talking him up, the big star coming in. Kind of like the Shredder to a Krang somewhere.
Okay. Yeah, I get you. Did he have a single word of dialogue yet?
He said, "Get me out of here."
Yeah.
That was about it.
So he does get his SAG card.
Get me out. No!
The black market vaccine peddler is Drexel. Is that Lance Henriksen? Is that, you look terrible, mate. No.
Bance Henriksen.
Is he in TNA? Yeah. It's Joseph Ruskin, aka Tumek, in Deep Space Nine. Just to remind everyone that anything goes here, Kenny Powers shoots a cop in the back, which is legal in the Hellzone. It goes about as well as you'd expect. And his mate for good measure. What are you thinking? Are you liking this club? How are you liking it so far?
Wouldn't be my scene. Yourself?
What if Pac-Man Jones is in there?
Making it rain?
Punching strippers.
And then battering people when they pick up the money.
Steve, would this be your kind of...
I'd be into watching the fights, but I did love the Mortal Kombat music that was going on. It's very like chicka chicka boom 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 boom. You know?
Well, that's all the music you're getting for the next half hour. The big draw at the palace is the Death Ring, an octagon with weapons loaded up top, not to be confused with the film Death Ring, also starring Chad McQueen and Mike Norris.
Mike Norris?
Yes, the son of Chuck Norris.
No.
Fuck off. So the son of Chuck Norris and the son of Steve McQueen.
And the son of David Flair. Or the son of David Flair.
I was watching this going like, it's 1993, so like MMA is not really a thing yet. So these fights are just martial arts. It's like kicks and chops. But then Lethal Lockdown happens and they get weapons.
Brilliant.
I was like, yes!
First fight we see is Viper versus It's like, who? What? It's just like a black kickboxer? DJ? Yeah. DJ refuses to get his hands up for any kicks. He just eats them. I love how he takes a big Kishi bump from a roundhouse.
Yeah.
Wrap it up, lads. They're given nunchucks and sticks where DJ feels the bite of the Viper.
Not Higgins.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner. Yes, look out for the sting of the Viper.
FYI, weapons are supposed to be randomized, but we see that that's BS. It's just Nerdlinger being directed by the evil Drexel, as we'll see later on. Ooh, Steve, you like this? Bit of exposition. We get a news update on the telly about how having these lawless zones are going. 14 cops and 7 civilians died in Freedom Town yesterday, and the mayor admits it's a bit of a wash, isn't it?
But like, why are the cops dying? They literally set the scene saying that these are run by the baddies and the cops don't even go in. So like, why are you sending in the cops, lads? Yeah. The whole point is that they would run themselves so that you would have nice areas of town and you don't care what happens in the slums, you know?
Yeah.
You picked it apart there, Steve. It was
that didn't take long.
It never should have passed, you know. It was ridiculous. It's like The Purge, you know, the film The Purge, where we'll just get everyone's aggression out in one day where crime is legal. Yeah. And it's like, but they cost billions in damage in the one day and people ignore the rules and kill people anyway. So like, how is it going to be a good idea?
I know how you sort this out. You have a public park and you say, if you walk in the gates to here, anything happens. So if you want to get something, if you want to do something, go in the Fino, you know?
Why pick the biggest park in Western Europe?
Okay,
that goes a bit smaller.
Okay, Markovich Park.
Okay, how would you get the people that you want to sort out in, though?
Do you know? That's your problem.
Like
WhatsApp.
Even though Warrior's hiding out at the Death Ring, he no-showed the event. But since he's their resident world champion, he's 12-0, our hero's plan is that they themselves will go undercover and fight in the Death Ring until they can face Warrior and bring him to justice.
And here's what you've been waiting for. Tonight's lethal match, coming straight from a short vacation in LAPD's Metro South. Give it up for the Swordsman!
Match number 2, the Swordsman versus Professor Tomali. Shit, is that Okamura from Samurai Cop? It is! Oh, Jerry Okamura here.
Holy fuck.
Yeah! Bald lad that was in the Speedos.
Yeah, Baldy.
Yeah!
Wow.
He's back on OSW. With superior strength, Warrior easily overpowers him, spending most of his time hot-dogging to the crowd. He just starts, and like Vince is like, yes, stroking his beard. Favorite offense? Grabbing the beard? Okamura selling it like crazy. He's like, It was great. It's like, what moves did we sell like crazy? It was the claw.
Yeah, I loved a bit of claw. Yeah. Would I have kicked 1 or 2 feet?
I think that was both feet.
Whoa, that's a big setup.
Did you like when Samurai Cop Man gives Warrior the back rake?
Oh, amazing.
Jay Hunter special.
He just started... He would have won the match if he just bit his finger.
I mean, how's he meant to hold a sword if he has no fingers?
Oh,
you know?
Okay, babe. Yeah. But and I just point out, they release one set of weapons first. And then it's a few seconds before the next set get released. So they're very polite. Okamura very polite, waiting for Warrior to get his weapons.
Warrior avoids getting Oberyn martelled, and both get swords to finish the fight. Pushing Okamura into the cage, we see they're in an electrified steel cage.
Yeah.
And that disorientates Okamura enough to get swiped.
Finish him.
And Warrior impales him in the tummy and goes 13-0.
Here is your winner, the Swordsman!
Seeing a man die, our buddy guys are freaked as the palace owner explains it's all legal.
What about the rules?
Rules? There are only 3 rules you need to know. No moves before the buzzer sounds. Stay on your feet, and the loser gets half pay. The computer will handle the rest. If you make the grade and you get 5 challenger round victories, then you can move into the championship category, and that's where the real money is. Lethal combat. And the losers don't get paid.
Do you like those rules?
It's okay. I kind of like the gimmick of you get 5 wins and then you move into the winner's circle then, you know?
But then it was like, oh my God, are you going to show all 5 matches for both lads and the other mate that you picked up, Viper, 15 matches?
Obviously, like, you know, we're getting into spoilers here, but it's like...
Do you want to put up a warning, Jay?
Yeah, spoilers. Spoilers.
Like they obviously don't, you know, have all their 5 fights and move into the championship matches, but it's like you could have literally just had an 80 song kick in and have a 90-second montage. Push it to the limit, you know?
Yeah.
Limit!
Yeah, like 40 minutes in, cat out of the bag. From here on in, the film takes a fucking nosedive until the main event. So it's just reams and reams of short bouts. So I was thinking we'll do a quick gauntlet through the bouts. Viper versus Dr. Death.
Not Steve Williams.
No JR boys. But no music, just sound effects and crowd noise.
But it's gritty, it's real.
Apathy, so pretty quick to get weapons. Viper follows up with using nunchucks like a blunt weapon. He just jabs them. Alright. And picks up the easy win. Sledge, that's Ponytail Cop's fight next. He calls himself...
The Hammer.
Der Hammer.
Ah, that would have been nicer, yeah.
Yeah, you can just...
It was Thomas Hitzelsberger.
Hitzelsberger, yeah. Just used to have a rocket of a free kick.
Yeah. Football, Jay, football.
The old sports ball.
Ah, you know.
Yeah. I was thinking a bit more, maybe he's just a big fan of Greg Valentine.
If somebody comes in and says, right, pick your name, I say, give me a few minutes, I want to think about it. You know, it like looking around, a hammer? Would you?
Lamp. School bag.
If the movie got anything right, it's that they set up these two characters quite well. So you got the real cocky, brash guy that you knew was going to be killed. Spoilers. And then you've got the protagonist, Ali Cat, Chad, whatever his name is.
Ali Cat. What the fuck
He
is
was
that?
happy with Ali Cat. He was happy with that.
Don't be afraid to use your nails, boy.
Scratch your eyes out.
Give me a break. I'm new at this.
I thought Sledge was pretty good in terms of the action. He's in great shape. He moves well. For like a cheap martial arts movie, like an indie movie, I was like, I could watch this.
Okay. How do you feel about Braniff's fight versus Stomper?
Jesus Christ. The state of him, like, he's terrible at action. He doesn't have a good body. He's not in good shape. And then with the camera cuts, it's so obvious it's not even him doing it. Like, it's this guy who's like got a different haircut and a completely different body shape. It was really bad.
Yeah, zero charisma, limited fighting skill. He sucks. But he quietly wins with butting your man with a pirate shield.
Lights out for the leg bone!
Viper, Sledge and Braniff, they all won their fights. So they're at the bar afterwards getting a nice victory drink. Alley Cat gets a bit too chummy with the waitress and follows her as she's probably got some information. Drexel here, Discount Bishop, and Warrior go over to break it up, noting...
Use a stick like you've used one before.
You like that? No? Keep your stick in the ring. Yeah.
Hey-o. By the way, she was very pretty, but she was a fucking dog shit actress. Oh my God.
I think the writing didn't help it as well. It didn't make sense. It's like they cut out 2 minutes of conversation.
Yeah, she went from hi to, hey, you know, come on, I don't date fighters.
Yeah.
Where was...
Piss off and let me do my job.
I used to go out with a fighter once, but he was killed. He was only 1 day away from retirement.
We'd like another round, please.
I'm not a waitress.
I'm sorry.
Look, you Neanderthals would not get paid if it wasn't for what I do.
A little later, we do get a heart-to-heart with Braniff and the waitress, where he's definitely not trying to cheat on his wife.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, my wife, she doesn't like what I do. Hellzone boundaries 4 blocks that way. Why don't you try it? Yeah, how do you feel about it? Do you like this love story?
It's what love story?
It was, well, this guy wants to get his rocks off. It's the only, like, he goes home to his weapon of a wife.
To his hateful wife.
kind of example is this for him, seeing his father all beaten up and smelling like death?
Look, what do you want me to do? It's my job.
Quit!
You stink! The state of you! Look at you there with the kid. You're an embarrassment. I was like, oh, all right. I was like, you do have points that he's married to the job, and I'm sure he's not there for you and your son, but it's like, that's not a conversation to be having right in front of the kid.
He seems happy enough as well.
Let him enjoy the fucking Super Nintendo first.
Yeah! Oh,
come on. You could be playing Donkey Kong Country or something.
No, they were playing some,
It's like Donkey Kong Country 7.
It's like Beam Rider or something. It's the US one as well because it has the purple buttons.
Purple.
Not the PAL colours. I was like, man, he is teaching his son well.
Yeah.
He could have healed out. He could be playing like the SNES port of Pit Fighter.
Oh.
3 characters, Steve.
Don't let it mess up your pretty little face.
The tournament continues. We get some new tournament brackets. Psycho versus Maniac. Dr. Death versus Tumor. Slasher.
Oh no, Dr. Death lost.
Yeah, I know. That's weird. Like Slasher versus Banger. And Flaps versus Snake.
Flaps.
My money's on Flaps, yeah.
Hey, boys and girls, we've just had a replacement for tonight's championship match. It'll be the Viper versus the Rocker.
Viper versus the Rocker, aka Bagman. The office didn't like Viper being chummy with our undercover cops, so they intentionally lock his weapon, leaving him open, and
At least it was quick. I was thinking, this is going to take another 5 minutes. But no, here's the weapon. Now you're dead. Job done.
There was no fanfare to send this guy off.
Yeah.
There was no emotional attachment. We got to say goodbye to our friend. It was just like TNA and to the back.
Get you out of there.
We're not fighting any lethal matches.
I don't care. It's too dangerous.
After hearing of Viper's death, Sarge wants them off the case. I love the quality of reasoning with the Sarge. I want you off the case.
But it's personal.
That's exactly why I should take you off. You're done. And then he's like, please, no, please. And he's like, all right, yeah. But get some sleep. And then you get the line of the movie.
And get some sleep. You both look like a piece of fried shit.
Braniff's so sad about Viper dying, he's hitting on the waitress. But she does have information. She gives him a red hot tip. Nothing he can do about it now. Hey! Evil business tycoon Drexel is synthesizing the fake AIDS vaccine in a warehouse at the edge of town. Which one? Oh, that one that's heavily guarded.
Do you like where she's like, it's really sad we're having the Viper. The exact same thing happened to my boyfriend. Terrible times.
Touch my cock.
Flowers for Mrs. Braniff?
Oh, Steve, I know you got a great Arnie impersonation. Can you give me a flowers for Mrs. Braniff?
Flowers for Mrs. Braniff.
Oh, that was way too good.
Yeah. Shit it up there, Steve, would you?
Flowers for Mrs. Braniff.
That's perfect. Bit of T2 music as we get a heel with a box with roses in it.
The fucking cheek of them.
With
the neck of them.
With a gun inside and shoots his missus. Oh, it's sad, like the roses didn't fall to the ground and he didn't step on the roses.
Yeah. We needed that song, You don't bring me flowers anymore.
I was thinking, are you trying to return those flowers? They're in perfect condition, like. Alright, let's stop fucking around. Ponytail, we're adding Warrior to your bout. Triple threat? No, swap out. You versus the Warrior. Oh.
Yeah. This scene here, mixed with Dan's wife, would have been the perfect time to have a montage of them fighting, splicey with her being killed, and just let's move us on to the final part of the movie,
But no, the movie isn't called Death Ring. The movie is called Firepower.
That's a
I don't know
different
why
film with Chad McQueen and Mike Norris.
Okay, sorry, yeah. But the movie is, I don't know why it's called Firepower. It should be called Illegal Vaccine, or, we need to find a legal vaccine, because that's what it's about. I don't need a bill to the fight because the movie isn't about the fight.
Did you want more of that little science lab they have, that little chemistry? It's a junior science achiever.
Actually, a bit more Menendez. I quite like Menendez, the guy that killed the wife.
Oh, is that the main guy who was first booked at the start?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think of Warrior? Like, looking at the Warrior in fight, how do you think he fared?
Yeah, I think he was absolutely fine. Surprisingly, they obviously knew how limited he was, and they played to his strengths, which was shouting and punching and kicking.
And hot dogging.
Yeah, he was absolutely fine.
Yeah, Warrior looks good, man. Good presence.
He definitely has presence.
Menacing. The Olympic onesie wasn't doing it for me, though.
He need more spray painted muscles.
Yeah, flesh coloured.
Yeah.
Warrior wants the claw! Denied! Misses the short arm lariato! But brute force prevails. Big slam the head into the knee. And after a big haymaker, is gifted his sword. Hammer evades the sword swipe with a backflip. Nice. Babyface comeback Hadoukens Warrior, who drops his sword. Cage illegally gets electrified, leaving Ponytail's neck all prone for a...
Like your man in Fatal Deviation when he cuts off Jimmy's dad's head. Remember that?
Just slices
scene?
Through butter.
Yeah.
Off with his head. Swordsman decaps Sledge and poses with the head.
And Dan, he's obviously a little bit flustered, but he's all right. He just needs to leave now.
See, he picks up a barbell, like a giant weightlifter's bar, and he fucks it through the windows. That's Mark Henry stuff here.
Nearly as good as when Rip does it in No Holds Barred. He picks up a giant barbell and throws it into the corner of a room and spikes the CCTV camera.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah.
Well done.
Dan! Dan! Dan!
Dan! Braniff escapes from the palace and hightails it back to his gaff. It's here he also gets to see his dead wife. He's just been made aware. How do you silently convey the flood of emotions after casting eyes on your newly murdered wife? Gently massage the forehead.
I am mildly flummoxed.
So his partner, for all we know, for his entire career, and his wife have been killed within
the same evening.
within an hour of each other.
Yeah.
He's very resilient, this lad. Getting on with it. It's just another day.
Oh, I gotta have that fourth conversation with Lisa. I think I'm in there, lad.
Yeah, he pledges to take down Drexel because it's time for your murder warrant.
Let me take care of that.
It's your murder warrant. Braniff has 3 fights to finish the film. The initial henchman he apprehended, the warrior, and the big bad Drexel himself. Bikey, speedy shoots already flaming cars. So he's like, psh, 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 and they're already on fire when he shoots them. In the now empty death ring, he's Pearl Harbored by the precinct jobber from the start.
They replay the same gimmick as they do earlier. He gets shot and he no-sells it and he gets back up. And he's like, I changed my armor.
Upgrades.
Yeah. You're dead.
Oh, by the way, just Dan, when he's escaping from the club, he randomly fires his gun in the air and nobody pays him any attention. I love it. It's like, huh? Do you hear something? No, me neither. Just like, off you go. Nobody cares. Go on, go away.
Brilliant.
Is that because when they filmed it, he obviously didn't shoot it. He just, it just went.
Yeah, it must.
You know,
Yeah.
Drexel has stolen his possible new missus. They're in his hideout, so time to storm the castle. Make you a deal, winner gets the girl, and it's you versus the warrior. So it's Braniff versus the King of Chaos, Count of Counterpunch, Master of Mayhem, the one, the only, the Swordsman. Kick off, Hellwig smashes him with a right punch. Be hilarious if he just won. Like, just flawless victory. He's dead. Like,
they don't really do much. It's like Warrior has a sword and he'll awkwardly swing it slowly and Dan will get out of the way. And they do that a few times until they go to the finish. Braniff is not a worker. And we know that the Warrior is not a worker. So this is like a sprint, smoke and mirrors, literal smoke. Finish it, lads.
What did Meltzer give this? Warrior wrestles like he is an animatronic. Like there's only slow punches and clubs. Like he's a lumbering robot. Kind of like Goro in Mortal Kombat. Like he's just... And, he does a big press slam,
Yeah, he's a lot more mobile than that.
Yeah.
I will say that when he picks up Braniff and he goes to do the lift, you can actually see that he kind of like almost falls back. And then there's a quick camera cut and he's like grand again. So, yeah.
Is it like Alan Partridge when he's doing the interview in the swimming pool?
Trying to stay afloat.
I know you've said that before.
Well, also with sports injuries. Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm absolutely fine.
Warrior seizes his sword. He lunges at the cop, who ducks. Hellwig sticks his sword in an electrical box and fries himself. Like an idiot. He lays there dead, or is supposed to. He just takes a big breath. He's only down for 5 seconds.
He's gassed.
Boss lad, he can't hold a gun to save his life. He's like, here, you, mate, I'll get you. Oh, jeez. And pays the price. Branna flings the sword into his stomach and twists it.
You lose.
And Drexel takes a ceiling and a table bump. Well, someone dressed as him does, anyway. All the heels vanquish. Braniff can now comfort his new girlfriend and live happily ever after. Wait, you have a son, don't you?
No.
Are you sure you don't have a son? No.
Who, me?
No. Curtain down. Welcome to the Aftermath. Oh, Z! Amazing! What do you think of Firepower?
90 minutes, bollocksy action movie. It wasn't necessarily supposed to be an action movie, but it was mostly an action movie. Because they had the subplot, which was the death ring, but that became most of the movie because I assume, well, we got no storyline really, so we'll just put them all in there and they can punch and kick. Obviously wasn't good, but it wasn't offensive. It wasn't in on the joke, so it didn't piss me off. Warrior turned out to be, unfortunately, just a bit of a cameo. An extended cameo, let's call it. And then his final fight wasn't what I hoped for. It was very much WrestleMania 27 Triple H Undertaker. What can we do? Not a lot. Okay, a bit of a kick and a punch and I'll lift up this and then, now the match is over. The only thing that really annoyed me was Dan turned into a bit of a choppy chimpy.
Oh, right, yeah, go ahead, please explain this.
Okay. So, the choppy chimpy in a movie, Jay's phrase, you coined it, is where something tragic happens to one of the characters and then in the next scene, they're laughing and joking with another character and flirting. So Choppy Chimpy was Carol in Walking Dead. Her daughter turned into a zombie and was shot in the head by Rick. The next episode, she's flirting with Daryl. So that is a choppy chimpy, and Dan becomes choppy chimpy in this. Partner dies, wife dies. He's quipping with the bad guys and then having a little hug at the end with this girl he met in a nightclub. That annoyed me. But overall, 3 on 10.
Choppy chimpy, because she has a haircut of a monkey.
Yes.
V1, what do you think, mate?
I was going to say,
How many chimps were chopped?
In the making of this movie.
Many chimps were chopped. I thought it was like the most generic 80s action movie, but it's not the 80s. It's 1993.
You tell that to wrestlers' haircuts.
I've literally seen this movie 100 times because I grew up watching cheesy action movies and martial arts movies. This is a bad one, but it's nowhere near the worst movie that I've ever seen. But I will say, Dan, he's not a good actor. He's bad at the action scene. His character arc is garbage. Like, we literally see his long-term partner and his life partner murdered in the space of 5 minutes. It doesn't faze him. Doesn't give a flying fuck. He goes to finish the job and he does it in a quite underwhelming manner. I'd be like, it's like a 3 out of 10, Don't watch it.
No.
It's not worth
It is free
watching.
on YouTube if you feel so inclined, yeah.
But don't.
I can't believe that the main actor in an action movie can't fight.
It's really bad.
And he's out of shape.
Yeah.
He has to road dog it with this t-shirt. It's ridiculous.
Fucking Tommy Dreamer over here.
Bollocks boring action flick. Trying to get the son of a better actor over. This is 1993's After Earth with Will Smith and his frog. Yeah.
Jordy Cruyff over here.
Warrior wasn't in it nearly enough. I was sad that Warrior didn't talk in it. He had one line that, "Get me out now," The whole point of watching a wrestler in a movie is to see, can you be a leading man? Can you act? And you don't get to see it here, so that kind of sucks. But it was cool to see Warrior in a film. But geez, he is a natural big-time babyface. He looks amazing, So book him as a babyface. A couple of quick things there. Janitor Bump Award goes to the dude who first gets shot after the car flips, because he's just... and he goes, "Way!"
Oh, very nice.
That's great. Favorite dancer is when Branagh is escaping the club after his mate dies. He's running through it with a gun, and they just tell, you guys dance, you're in a club, and this woman just goes, it's like a Donkey Kong swing.
Groove is in the house.
Warrior getting electrocuted, that's a bit of a callback to him getting shocked in the police station at the start. Yeah. Here we go.
Very
Here we go.
Layers, lads.
Yeah. Terrible film, but I'm glad I watched this. I enjoy all the meats of our cultural stew.
On 10.
This was on Rotten Tomatoes, like 24%. And I was like, honestly, it's about right. Yeah, 3 out of 10, I think. Yeah, 3. Yeah.
Overall, yeah.
What would have jumped it up? Not one person got salt in the eyes. Come on.
Yeah.
Then that's it.
But nobody did the splits either, did they?
Oh no, your man did ponytail.
Sledge.
Pony. Okay, yeah.
He was he looked great, by the way. He was jacked.
Jacked.
I thought he was honestly the best part of the movie. He should have been the leading man.
Gorgon just got a little bit uglier. Don't get too cocky. Hey.
If you're wondering where does this film rank in the worst wrestling movies, I think, okay, so of old wrestling films we've reviewed, No Holds Barred, way more fun, no contest there. This was worse than Roddy Piper's Hell Comes to Frogtown, and actually also worse than Jesse Ventura's Abraxas.
I'd agree with both of them.
Because this one had a very sparse script, making it drag, feeling 10 times longer than it was. So well done, Jesse. Not the worst. But what is the worst? Okay, so number 3, I have See No Evil 2. Which is shocking because, I really liked See No Evil 1. Thought it was a great horror film. It was a very good horror film for a wrestler being in it. See No Evil 2 was made by the Soska sisters, who made American Mary, which is a really good indie horror flick.
American Mary, set your free.
But yeah, it was trash, really, really bad, and retcon things as well. Number 2, Marine 2 with Teddy DiBiase Jr.
Oh, I know what's number 1.
Yeah.
What's number 1? Do you, Steve?
I'm pretty sure it begins with a B.
It does.
It does.
Ah.
Well done. Oh, yeah.
And it ends with an E. Hind Kennedy line.
Oh, very good, very good. I was so angry watching that film. Like,
I watched that with you.
I don't get angry at watching it, but I was so pissed off watching it. Yeah, Behind Kennedy Lines with Mr. Kennedy. Yeah. Do you remember anything about that film?
I mostly remember you shouting at the telly. I remember it looking incredibly cheap. Kennedy wasn't the worst part about the movie, but everything surrounding it was so bad that it just dragged everything down.
So well done, Warrior. Number 4. Still a horrendous film, but not the worst. Thumbs up, mate.
Because I'm the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. Awesome! Show them this true certainty.
Well, that does it for this week, folks. On the books.
In the pocket.
Out of sea.
Yeah, how do you think that one went?
Mostly bollocks. About as well as the movie.
Oh, okay, okay. What do you think? What do you think? Was you?
Oh yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
Yeah, wunderbar. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, massive thanks to Colin Rubberfish for the DVD hookup. Coming up is the final chapter of the WCW Warrior arc. It's
In your face, up your nose, riding your ass, cutting you no slack. It's Halloween Havoc 1998.
so sarcastic. I love it. It's great.
I cannot wait. I've never seen this entire match. I've seen clips. I've seen the finish. It's going to be amazing.
Oh, yeah. And, you can go back and watch the over 100 episodes of OSW Review, plus all of our film doodads, him-hams, and schlim-schlongs. You can at
oswreview.com.
And if you feeling spicy, jaunty,
mega meaty.
What else do we have?
Tandoori chicken.
Ooh, tandoori chicken. Floor pizza. Oh wait, you can just give us $5 for floor pizza.
Yeah, two packets of cookies.
Oh, nice. Steve, can you explain floor pizza?
Floor pizza. Jay was over in my house 2 years ago. I ordered pizza, but we were in my office at the time. There was no table. I just have a desk and a couch, so there's nowhere to put the pizza. So I left it in the hall on the floor. Hence, floor pizza.
And he's just asking, well, can we eat off the floor, please?
We just
leave it there. And I was like,
yeah.
I will put. You have a wonderful breakfast kitchen Jay was like, can we just eat? Oh, no.
No, we must eat off the floor. So Jay, he proceeded. I didn't ask him to. He crawled over, he'd have a little nibble, and he'd crawl back. He'd scurry into the corner. I don't know why he did that.
Might have refused.
Spite.
But we had pizza again last week in my house, and we had it in the kitchen. Ooh. But of course, you got to get your sumptuous sides. We got 4 garlic pizza.
That sounds crazy.
4 garlic pizza.
That's crazy.
Because Jay gets upset when the kids eat the garlic pizza bread. So he's like, Steve, can I have my own garlic pizza bread?
I just want one. I just want one.
You have to get the kids their own garlic pizza bread.
Yeah. And never the twain shall meet, because Jay was over his side of the kitchen with the garlic pizza bread. And
growling at the kids when they come in.
These are salacious lies. And so if you want to give us money for floor pizza, you can.
Give Jay money so he can always have his own garlic pizza.
Oh, that's brilliant. Oh, get in. Thank you. Sir, thanks. And you can do such as
nuggeryou.oswreview.com.
Oh yeah, and you can watch the rest of our film reviews. Just check the linky in the description, or wait till the end of the video for some reason. So it's a goodbye from V1.
Take that, boo.
And it was he.
Hey, dude.
And myself, Jay Hunter, the 2.5-time Golden Nugger Award winner with his own garlic pizza bread. And remember, a winner is you. Yeah, that one. Pretty good.
No break. That was a power through.
Yeah.
A fire power.
Oh, there you go.
Hey.